Guys, this Fastly, it can't even get above the 200 day. That's not a sign of strength. And the numbers are not very exciting on it. Yeah, I think SSYS was the only interesting one today. I saw people mention this Fastly. Absolutely nothing here. If it was strong, if there was demand on this thing, it would have gapped up over 60 over the 200 day, and preferably even over the highs here. And also numbers are very weak. But this SSYS looks, yeah, as clean air, you know, coming off a kind of long sideways. It had a little bit of run up here, but it doesn't really matter for a small cap stock like this. No, it does have a lot of neglect. It's been going sideways for like 5 years. You know, it's been going sideways for 10 years. I would say it's pretty neglected. When a stock stops you out on the same day you open the trade, how do you decide to jump in again? Thanks. When it takes out the highs of the day. SITM good earnings. Yeah, these things have it. But where's the EP, guys? Where was the EP? Where should have guys bought it? Hint, early August. Look at the numbers. Look at this. This is what you want to see on an EP. Forget about all of these Fastly and QCAM. They all look like shit. QCAM is super slow. These are the stocks. If you have a small account, these are the ones you're going to focus on. The ones that gap over any kind of, you know, resistance and, you know, there's nothing there, right? It's just free air. No moving averages above. How did I pick my MAs? I don't know. I don't remember. 65 EMA? The logic, actually, the 65 EMA, I heard about on the daily chart. The logic behind the 65 EMA on the daily chart, I'm gonna show you guys, is, especially among like canceling people, is that sometimes, a lot of times these, you know, like leading stocks, etc., you know, they usually obey the 50-day on the way up, but sometimes they have these shakeouts below the 50-day, and this ALB is a good example, but look at where they found support instead, the 65 EMA. But I don't use this thing on the daily, I use it on the hourly. Why? I don't know. It kind of works. It doesn't matter, guys. This moving, you can use whatever. Who cares? You can use whatever. You can use the 9 EMA, the 17, front-weighted. It doesn't fucking matter. But I would recommend you use one that is faster, one that's slower, one that's even slower, etc., etc. Don't overthink these things. No, I haven't found like earnings, or not earnings, like negative EPs. Yeah, no, it's not really a thing because stocks. It's partially about math, but it's also stocks don't act the same on the downside. It's much harder to short. Shorting is such a hard game. Super difficult. And you know, if you look at something like Snap, you know, this was a negative EP, right? But you know, even if it keeps going, I mean, it's very hard because they tend to snap back, especially in bullish markets. They can snap back super fast. And the math works against you also. Like, you're never going to get a 100, 200%, 500% runner out of a short.